Hello, my name is Ginger Samito. I live within Siskiyou County, the northernmost county in California. I stated my background before, but I'll say it again. I have over 30 years as a statistician and with governmental experience. In this slideshow, I'd like to show and share with you facts and data about the lawless behavior of organized crime which exists in our area, the narrative they're using, and why they are here. So why do we have laws? Laws exist for 5 basic reasons. A harm principle, to protect people from being harmed by others and protect their individual property. Morality principle, so that people are not affected by hate crimes, and a protection of the religious beliefs of all. Parental principles, protection of children and of those vulnerable adults, protection from self-harm, such as banning possession of certain drugs, which essentially is harming the individual, self-harming. Donation principle, such as unfair advantage over others with social service laws, so that an individual who needs a lawyer can have a lawyer be appointed. Status principle, protection of government from harm. An example is treason or espionage. It's a stabilization of government in this country. One of the first permits obtained is a physical parcel address. There are several reasons to have a physical address on a property a person resides. The one, and probably the most important, is for the resident is safety. Whether an ambulance, fire, gas, or electric corporation, to be able to find you. Where do they go? What address are you? A location. But what we've seen in Siskiyou County is 2,000 or more parcels in which people are residing and removing signs. So no physical address and no road signs to be able to get to them. There were road signs. Why aren't they there? Because the criminals are removing them so that it protects them from being found. The consequences is essentially trapping people entering the area in a maze of dead-end roads, in and out, and no navigational means exist during unsafe conditions. We even seen a man who had a heart attack driven to a location of known crossroads, left in the vehicle to be picked up. He was deceived when found. There are numerous reasons to have permits. A water permit ensures a licensed drilling contractor does a proper job to protect the parcel owner. The permit ensures the proximity to neighboring points of contaminants do not affect the well owner's groundwater. It also ensures that proper material within the well is utilized so that the quality of the water is not degraded by either improper or inferior material. Permitted wells is also a means of monitoring the sustainability of an aquifer for recharge by gauging a point of overdraft. What this county has seen is over 2,000 parcels of no one even bothering to pull a permit or pursue one. The narrative to media outlets has been denial of water to a subdivision in this county, and that this denial was racially motivated. Let's look at the fact. The requirements for the development of the subdivision was defined in 1965. Septics and wells were to be obtained at the expense of the purchaser of the parcel, on the parcel. And this is true of everyone who lives within an unincorporated area in this county. Permits for septic systems ensures the proper size of a system meets the needs of the parcel owner, that the location and the amount of leach field is adequate to use for a particular soil type. We already know there's a variety of diseases if you come in direct contact with sewage. A faulty system could cause contaminants in sewage to seep into the surrounding groundwater if not properly processed. You, your neighbors, the entire area are at risk of health problems caused by contaminated groundwater. What Siskiyou County in this area has been observing is raw sewage on the ground, raw sewage placed in cubicle containers with no leaching, no leach field, placed in garbage bags, put in garbage bins, placing people, community, those who are coming in contact with the garbage and the sewage at risk. The need for a building permit. Safety, safety, safety. Without a proper review of the plans, structural integrity, water and electric proximity, proper grounding, proper ventilation, potential electrocution and collapse of roofing, and more is at risk of happening. What this county has seen is either a lean-to for a facility to live in or a tool shed used as a home. With no proper ventilation, this is what happened to one individual this year. She was asphyxiated. This is why we have building permits. In 2016, Siskiyou County voters decided to vote for a limit on cannabis growing to 6 plants for personal use, opting out of a commercial growing. What this county has seen is every parcel is a commercial operation, not benefiting the county, not benefiting the state, but taking from it. The fact is that in 2016, the illegal growers tried to impact the outcome of the election by fraudulently voting in an election in which they were not eligible. Fact is, this county has reached out with town hall meetings in order to educate the proper permitting processes that's necessary to establish a home on a parcel in this county. They reached out to them not only within this county, but they traveled to locations outside this county to meet with representatives of some of the individuals that live here. Since this time, we've had an exponential growth of the amount of greenhouses, non-permitted, and non-permitted parcels that are being developed. Fact is, when you aid, support, or help a known crime, then you're aiding and abetting. This is what we've seen in Siskiyou County. We've seen delivery of water, storage tank, propane deliveries, soil, greenhouse building material, porta potties, pesticide being delivered, commercially delivered, not by the individual, to known growing locations. Fact is about the lava fire. The fire personnel were inhibited from doing their job. From my house, I could hear the explosion of propane and hazardous chemicals explode. 500 to 600 foot flames flew into the air with black soot at the top, toxic fumes. I felt my house shake, the rattling of my windows that I feared would break. I heard on my scanner the pleas of the personnel working the fire that the individuals attempting to get back into the area were blocking their access to escape routes. They were locking personnel within the area behind gates. They were throwing rocks at the fire personnel trying to work the fire. They inhibited the operation. I heard the pleas to the sheriffs to come and take the people away to safer area so that they could do their job without having to worry about chasing people into a very volatile area. I heard people refusing to evacuate. I seen people running safety roadblocks to enter an active fire area, endangering themselves and every person working that fire within. We all know the story of the community, veterans who came here, relocated from another country. We thank you for your service. And we thank the 58,000 plus American soldiers who paid the ultimate price. You've been here 46 years. You've acclimated to the laws and the regulations of this country that welcomed you, that you're a member of. By not following those rules, you're a criminal. Acclimated or not, you're a criminal. 46 years of acclimating is enough. We want our laws followed. Laws are inclusive. They don't separate people out between one race and another. But your actions are. We're not racist here. But staying behind the mantra of racism is a narrative that an organized crime would do. How can I beat the system? This week it's racism, next week it's planetarism. What is it next time? And then I'm after that. We either all follow the laws or we have anarchy. We expect better from our nation. We expect better from the people that are members of this nation. This country, this county, is not racist. This is just a narrative to get your way from circumventing the law. Fact is, now this not only is the community being threatened, but the members of the county are being threatened. It's not okay to burn and loot buildings. It's not okay to promote bloodshed. It's not okay to incite a destruction of a city. It's not okay to burn people out. It's not okay. And this is what we see. This community has been harassed in so many different ways. We've been followed home. We've been taken pictures of. We've been banished guns at. We've been threatened. And yet, we're the racist ones. It's not okay. You're a criminal by doing this. So why here? Why Siskiyou County? Simple. Small, poor, rural. We were targeted. We were a targeted, unincorporated community in which they knew they could overwhelm the resources available to protect the communities, to enforce the law, and they took advantage of it. We need help. We need this knowledge to get out there to the state to do their job. We're overrun with an organized criminal element. And we're in dire need. And everything that depends on the water and law is in dire need. Why are you ignoring us? Why? In Siskiyou County, law matters. For our safety and the safety of other people and the security and protection, we need laws. And we want others to obey by those laws. But what we're seeing is a narrative that is a narrative to get out from underneath obeying the laws. It's wrong. It's wrong. When is the state going to help this county fight the lawless, organized criminal elements that are now here? When will law matter to you?